Hey everybody, it's Devil Hunter Legion, and I'm going to be playing some Devil May Cry 3 today. So what I want to do is actually play the entire series in chronological order for you guys, but I'm at this weird place where I'm on mission 18 for Dante, as you can see. On the PS2, I have beaten all the way through Heaven and Hell. But this is the PS3 version. I personally didn't care to spend more money on the PS4 version. It didn't come with anything new enough for me to really be enticed by it. So I think until I beat 18, 19, and 20, I am going to play some Vergil stuff. I really want to run through Dante Must Die mode. And if I can capturing that would be ideal for me. It's kind of a bummer because the way I have my stuff set up, I can't actually have my TV too loud, so there might be audio cues that I end up missing. I promise I don't suck. It's kind of randomness. I'm checking to see what volume I have the TV at without it disrupting, without my mic catching it. Probably should have checked that before, but I mean, if you hear any of the game coming through my mic, that's why. I also run into this problem where my mic that I'm using is actually a gaming headset, and because I don't have a splitter to run the audio through both my headset and the capture card, there's no way for the audio. The headset is hindering me from hearing the game really, really well. Ooh. This secret mission, I don't think I've done it for Vergil, but I'm not sure. It's actually pretty simple. I think I have. Oof. Oof. So close. Oh, come on. Why'd you guys stop jumping? Wow. Talking and playing is not quite as easy as I thought. Although this is pretty brainless. You know what? You all annoy me. Ow. Okay, or not. I'm like also really used to playing as Vergil in 4, so I expected upper slash just now to actually launch me with the enemy. I think Vergil has significantly better mechanics in terms of the teleportation in 3 than he does in 4 SE. The requirement for the summon swords being embedded is I don't understand why they did that. That was probably the least appealing thing about DMC Vergil. I mean, other than the fact that DMC Vergil is DMC Vergil. It's an unnecessary limitation that they imposed on him, and it makes it pretty much and removing trick up, making that like his double jump, but not allowing you to use it if you're actually locked on with an enemy or something like that. Not being able to use it while you not being able to use it while you have summon swords actually being used at the time is just, it was asinine. It was pointless. Vergil. Vergil's tricks also have some pretty good dodge utility, where if you, without being locked on, you teleport in place. Oh, I guess it's not 100% true, but I'll have to check my lock-on settings to see what I got going on with that. That might be... I don't remember there being such a luck-based function to this before, but I played this game I don't know how long ago. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to get on with it. I want to get on to the good stuff. Are they just going to keep spawning? Can I leave? Yes, I can leave. Okay. God, it's been so long since I played this, I'm actually not even 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing anymore. Yeah, my DMC4 Vergil complaints, you might hear those when I play DMC4, if I decide to kind of pick it up as Vergil. But I guess my primary purpose for this is to, you know, run it, again, chronological order, so we can follow a sequence of events a little bit better. I really don't understand just why it was that they didn't give him more styles, or at least more combos. I guess you can make the argument that everything he needs, you can switch to that weapon, but I think it's a little unnecessary to have to do it that way. I mean, as you can see in 4 SE, even though oh, I guess I don't have Judgment Cut. Cute. I'm also trying to use like some of his combos from 4 SE. It's just not working out for me. So I guess switching with him is going to be much more necessary in this game than it was in that one. Actually, I think I might... Oh, these are so slow here. Is my stuff set to turbo? I usually just play my game with turbo on. That's just me. But yeah, it's on. Either I have to buy that upgrade, or I know 4SC has significantly faster summon swords, so that might just be it. By the way, if I sound like I'm whispering or really quiet, it's because I actually film this at night while my girlfriend is asleep. She usually sleeps like a rock, but I don't want to bother anybody during the daytime because of the coronas. Oh no. I'm not even monetized, and I'm just like, demonetization. Ow. See, I knew that was going to happen, I did it anyways. Yeah, she works from home, and she tends to have a lot of meetings and stuff, so I don't want to be an annoyance, and I don't want her work stuff muddying up this. In 4SE, I actually have, really for pretty much anybody who's not Dante, they have their long-range weapon tied to R2, which is why I kind of just awkwardly switched just now. What abilities do I have? I have like no special abilities for the summon swords apparently. I'm essentially playing as Vergil blind right now, so please forgive me for my subpar performance. Okay. Just a tiny bit of combo practice here. Let me see. Probably should have made sure of all this beforehand, but hey, you know what? I tend to live my life on the fly. So as you can see, I actually have my jump to L1. That actually makes jump canceling significantly easier. Instead of sending my thumb flying all over my face buttons, I would just twitch the old index finger there. Cool. So I think I am gonna switch this to that. I'll change that to square. Basically, I'm never gonna be touching square, or almost never. And if I do it, it doesn't quite matter because the animations are long enough that it's not gonna screw up my combos too bad. And the purpose of this, it doesn't have much purpose right now, but later on, once I unlock some of those other abilities, Summon Sword's abilities, Blistering Sword, stuff like that, I can hold on to them until I feel like I'm ready to launch them. It also is beneficial to, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the video about sword hangers. Basically using summon swords to delay certain reactions and movements from the enemy. So I can set up for different kinds of combos. I'm just like almost never used to Vergil and his lack of a double jump. I'm sorry, I don't remember what item I just picked up. Okay, I remember where this goes. I gotta take the elevator. The elevator that's apparently not open. I have like zero clue what I'm supposed to do. It's been so long. It's not working for some reason. I wonder why. Alright. So I feel like that was supposed to be open. Because if I'm remembering right, the Siren Shriek should open up that flamey room, that flamey door back in the very beginning of the level. Or not of the level, but like of the game. Let's see, this will significantly increase my drop rate. Doobie 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 doo. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna see me running around all over the place like a jackass because I have no clue what's going on anymore. None of them are active, and to be honest, it's not a priority. Apparently it should be a priority for me right now, so... See, look at that. I'm already not used to the fact that I switched that to some swords. And you know what's weird? I think in 4SE they switched up the order that... Oof. They switched up the order that the Devil Arms are actually arranged. So instead of it being like Yamato, instead of it being Yamato, Beowulf, and Force Edge, and like, I don't know whatever order it is here, clockwise in that order, or counterclockwise, it's the opposite way around. in 4SE. They just arbitrarily decided to switch that up because they wanted to confuse the hell out of players. I don't know. I do think it's kind of bunk that they haven't released any sort of update, at least for the PS4 version, to allow style switching. And some of that co-op play. Honestly, I would pick up the PS4 version if I had that option. But it is what it is. There's just not enough incentive for me to buy this game on a third console when I have it on 2 already. I don't think the graphical upgrade is really enough. It's not like they retextured everything or remodeled anything. They just pretty much upscaled it, and I'm barely impressed with this one as it was, with all of its menus still being 4:3. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's been quite some time. I will say, regardless of anything, Devil May Cry 3 does have, especially Special Edition, does have the best, in-game rewards, especially with costumes and stuff. And I was actually really disappointed that 4 Special Edition didn't come with it too many costumes. Nothing here but some free orbs. That's gonna become a door later on. Right? Yeah, like their shrieks that they let out before they attack, I can barely hear those. I'm gonna have to try to find a different setup where I won't have to wear my headset, but still kind of keep the mic close to my face somehow. Because otherwise, the tone of my voice comes through differently if the mic is too far away. Okay. Let's see. Taunt. Nah, fam. Okay. First of all, I'm just gonna have to memorize the order. I'm probably not gonna remember. I'm actually like super visual, and one of the things I liked about 4SE was that, oh hey, look at me. I'm pretty. Oh, there's actually some facial expression and like little crinkles in the face. That kind of shows scowl off pretty hardcore. I actually don't recall that being in the original version, which honestly I'm not surprised. I was talking about something a second ago and I forgot what it was. Costumes, was it? I remember I had the hardest time trying to break this damn thing until I realized you can stand on top of it and every hit counts. Alright, Crystal Skull. Go get my butt kicked by Fonte. But until then, I can enjoy the fact that I can murk these mooks fairly easily. Ouch. Oh man, yeah, I desperately need a way to listen to the TV better. Nope. Especially if I'm gonna be talking, I can't hear myself I can't hear the game over myself. You shall die. One of the things I actually find pretty great slash convenient about damn it, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I keep trying to do like a million stab combo with Vergil, and it's like, oh, Vergil doesn't have that in this game. Oof. I'm about to die. I don't want to die, mama. Save me, Eva. There it is. Now I'm kind of a chump and I don't want to put in a ton of effort, so I am going to use that on my Dante run, though. I promise you all I'm not going to be using that. Oof, I didn't see that coming at all. Okay, I need to get rid of Captain Sarcophagus over here because he's really piling it on. Alright, cool. I can dispatch most of these guys with significantly less problem. Like, see this? You can't do that in 4SE because you don't have access to trick up, and it's kind of ridiculous. Did the door just get... The door got me. Devil May Cry 4 doesn't have that either. I kind of forgot that was a problem I need to be on the lookout for. I keep trying to charge up Beowulf's attacks too, but it's just not working out. Okay, I'm sorry, it's going to take a while for my muscle memory to kick in for this. One of the fun things I always found about Devil May Cry 3, and I would do this just because it does it, but if you have Beowulf, and you have this model out, and you switch to Force Edge shows up on his back, but he keeps Beowulf, and I think this is a really cool combination. I like to walk around like that just because it resets it when you walk through doors and stuff, but it is what it is. There you are. Guess you could say I'm elevating to a higher plane. I don't know what kind of joke I was trying to make there. That was terrible. Cool. But I think I might have been talking about what it made me buy PS4's HD collection. Yeah. In regards to Devil May Cry 3 specifically, oh man, not having air hike is such a pain. And again, specifically when it comes to Vergil. But I would have bought the PS4. I would have bought the PS4 HD if it had additional abilities, styles, heck, maybe even fighting Dante in place of Fonte. I probably would have picked it up for that. Oof. The hell, Vanguard, I forgot about you. I've actually never been great at pairing him, so I like never even really try. Oof. Cheesing it just a little bit. And again, so is he. fun fact, oh, cute. Oh, I don't even have any more gold orbs. That's great. I look like a scrub in front of all of you guys. Do I still have the crystal skull? Yes. Okay. Crystal skull time. I lose my train of thought a lot, so if you guys are gonna stay watching my videos, gotta get used to that. I think it's part of my ADD. Easily distracted. Bish. Bish. Come on, me. Yeah, back to the PS4 remaster. I mistimed that horribly. They've had additional costumes, techniques, especially from Vergil. Additional character, like playable lady, that would have been pretty solid. Oh, come on, me. Oh man, I suck. Additional weapons, abilities, costumes, playable characters, new cutscenes, something. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. And I've kind of gotten the response that, like, oh, that's stuff that comes in a remake, not a remaster. But the Resident Evil has actually had some remasters. Oh, sorry about. I'm not sure if you heard that. My dog kind of just shook off a little bit. Resident Evil's had some remasters where they have additional costumes, characters, you know, just stuff added to it that makes it more than just a copy paste with some prettier visuals. I love that he has a style menu, even though there's absolutely nothing you can do. Just kind of reading through these things. Just to see if there's anything I can use for some of my lore videos. Oof. I don't have a lot to work with here. I can't get judgment cut. Oh. I see why I don't have a lot of these techniques. I desperately need to up my health. It's so frustrating. I'm like super close to being able to pick up an... You know what? That'll be important. Sometimes I need to revitalize my health. I'm not going to... I'm not going to be using any in-game items except for gold orbs, maybe, when it comes to Vergil. That moon is terrible. I've seen some mods on PC versions that actually make the moon nice and pretty and smooth, because that shot was actually pretty awesome in the original release. That's one of the things I really don't like sometimes, is somehow stuff looks worse in the remasters when it's really, that's kind of antithetical. Also, why was they could have redone that scene with Vante? Oof, I felt that. But in terms of additional style for Vergil, the way he blocks, I think could have been an interesting thing to do in terms of styles for him, because he does have that block counter that he does right there. Now, he seems to spam on this difficulty. I don't remember him being that much of a dick about it. See, he just absolutely rejected me just now. Come get me, bruh. My true twin. There is no Dante, only Vergil and Vante. Ooh. Now I'm doing horribly. I'm gonna not win. Can't do this in 4SE. I like how you can actually kind of trick him into breaking down these statues. Not that it does anything for the cutscene, but it's interesting. It makes me wonder like how they can better implement like stage interaction in future installments, because there is a little bit of it in 5. Damn it, there it goes. I died. You see, the thing about Vante is Vante is really just Vergil soaked in your blood. His coat is turned red from all the times he's kicked my ass. Sorry, I'm just trying to fill the silence because I start to feel a little awkward. So bad. I'm used to relying on that to get me away from him as needed, and that's just not a thing. I also wonder why we don't have the option to kind of do the down hair Vergil thing. I love mods that do stuff like that. But I'm not a PC player, so I don't get mods. PC really is the master race. God damn it. Alright, let's give this another shot. I get close. That's the frustrating part, when I get close. Okay, come on. Look at that, already off to a bad start. Oh, that's why. Okay, see, he sensed me teleporting in. That's why his coat is covered in my blood.
This may be fun.
See, I teleported into that like a jackass. I feel so button spammy right now. Come on, me. There it is. Wow, that took me 30 minutes. I deserve that garbage rank. Ow. I'm always satisfied with at least a B. That C rank kind of hurts. Alrighty, that is my play for Mission 7. I know it's a weird place to start. Maybe I'll just restart it with Vergil later on. But yeah, if you like what's going on here, comment, like, subscribe. Check me out. Check out some of my other videos. Bye.